The Baylor Bears are taking on the Oregon Ducks in college basketball, and I'm just so happy college basketball is back. Dave, I've looked at this game as a pick'em from what I'm seeing, and Oregon, of course, has new coach Scott Drew, and that's a family full of successful coaches. So I'm anxious to kind of see what your breakdown for Baylor and Oregon is.
Well, I think this is an even matchup. I think pick'em accurately depicts this matchup. I think Baylor's the better team, but they've got to go on the road to Eugene. If you heard the Baylor team talk about it, it's a long road trip for them. And home court advantage is going to be a factor, an evening factor, equaling factor. I don't know how you say that, but a leveling factor. Baylor better team, Oregon a little bit weaker. They have home court advantage. That's how we get to a pick. I like Baylor here, though. I was impressed with their win over Stephen F. Austin. Over might not be a bad play in this game. Oregon typically, another one of those Pac-12. Seems like in college basketball or college football, nobody plays defense in the Pac-12. So I think over might work for you too. But I think Baylor is the better team, and maybe a sluggish start because they're on the road. But I think eventually they get the win.
Yeah, and I was looking at that over. And what did kind of concern me was the fact that Baylor had a long trip. That's going to take a lot out of any team. And Baylor also lost some very quality point guards, but they have seemed to pick up on the other end with the defense and continue. I don't know. Oregon's had some off-court problems with suspensions, and I don't know. I don't know if you're real familiar with those suspensions, but how prevalent is that in the outcome of this game?
Well, yeah, I think when you're looking at consistency of the teams, Baylor has more of it. That's kind of when you're handicapping early college basketball matchups, you're kind of going on what we know from last year, translating to this year, including a little bit of the offseason. It's not like NFL where we have a few preseason games to see how things go. So I think you're right there. It's a valid point. It's part of why I like Baylor. Oregon, just a little bit more moving parts, and I think home court advantage helps them here, but not enough to get the win.
Yeah, and I also, especially in the handicap and early in no matter what sport it is, I like to sit back and watch and grade it out and kind of feel it out for a week. But unfortunately, in this industry, the guys that want the games, they're ready right now. They can't wait that week. So we have to be cautious and be careful how we break down a game. And it kind of leaves us wide open and a little vulnerable. So hopefully going off of what we know from last year will help us enough to be successful, because that's what we're aiming for, obviously, at the end of the day. Dave, I like your breakdown. I like your pick there, and I'm looking forward to working with you throughout this season.